Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode number, where are we at? 63. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank goodness the weekend is here. Um, I have a couple topics of discussion today. First off, I want to discuss an actual mail day. It's been a while, but some Cubs cards arrived in the mail yesterday. Little over 100 cards, 120 to be exact. So get into those numbers and show off what came yesterday. The topic today is Topps Chrome Sapphire, basically part two, continued. I wanted to expand on my thoughts yesterday. I just gave an overview of why I didn't choose to buy a box of Chrome Sapphire this year, and I laid out the history of the product and what you received for the money that you paid for Topps Chrome Sapphire over the last 5 years now. So two packages came. D-Moose from Kansas reached out to me during my Allen and Ginter breaks. He actually was with me live on a couple of the box breaks. He wanted a couple of base cards, Mike Moustakas and Ricky Henderson, I think. So we swapped basically card for card, but he threw in a bonus. Ernie Banks from Big League, Javi Baez, and Alfonso Soriano. So three cards from D-Moose in Kansas. And then my buddy Randy in Connecticut made several trades. I'm going to be sending some 81 tops his way. He sent a stack of about 117 cards, about exactly 117 cards. I put that Sean Dunston 85 on top because it's one of my favorite Cubs cards. And also I wanted to show off the 89 tops Damon Berryhill Gold Cup. Of course, it's from my favorite set, the first set that brought me into not only baseball card collecting, but my Chicago Cubs collecting, because I got this team set from mail in so many UPC codes of a cereal. And this Damon Berryhill, awesome action image of a catcher, full extension. It's got the Gold Cup. It's 89 tops. It's a beautiful card. Damon Berryhill, Chicago Cubs, brings back some memories. So the total count now 499,428, 499,428. So we're creeping up to that 500,000 mark. That was the goal. 500,000 was the goal for end of year 2020. So still have little less than 3 months left. I was hoping to hit it going into quarter four, get that momentum, that end of year push, and get me closer to what my 2021 goal will be, which I'm kind of waiting out the next 2 months. I've began thinking of my 2021 goals, but when it comes to numbers and where I want to be at the end of next year, I kind of want to wait to see how this year plays out, because I don't want to set the bar too low or possibly too high, though I have a good idea of where I'm going to end in 2020. So it's essentially setting the bar low. If a couple big trades take place over the next 3 months, I don't want to set that goal at 600,000 next year, and I'm already at 550,000 at the end of this year. So I kind of know where my annual, card push is now that I'm closing in on the third year of this project. So I have an idea of where I should be. So we'll talk more about the 2021 goals here over the next couple months. But today's topic, I wanted to discuss Topps Chrome Sapphire a little further. I wanted to kind of give my rationale. There was some debate on Twitter yesterday. The box prices were dropping, and I know there's people that love Sapphire. They were in defense mode. I don't have an agenda, despite somebody calling me out saying they know I have an agenda. I asked what my agenda was because I'm curious. I don't have an agenda. First off, and second off, I want to, if people think I have an agenda, I'd like to know what that agenda is. I'm actually curious what my agenda could be in their eyes. So no, there's no agenda. I'm not buying because I don't feel there's good value in 2020 Chrome Sapphire at $300 a box. You take a look at, and I think this goes back, I'm going to talk a little psychology here, because I think people are starting to get a lot of FOMO, and there's been so much, people are just buying up everything, thinking everything's going to turn to gold. I'm seeing more and more on my local Facebook marketplace, people that they don't know what they have, and they're trying to flip Allen and Ginter and Topps Fire for $40 a blaster. Come on. Most people are turning it down at the store for $20 at retail. You're not going to flip that crap. So there's a lot of this, and people are thinking, and even collectors, even in I know a lot of the flippers that are trying to flip the Allen and Ginter and the Topps Fire, they're new and they don't know what they're doing. And I think there's people that have been in the hobby that are starting to get some FOMO, and be careful. I don't believe everything I say, but don't believe everything anybody says. Do your own research. And I was a kid collector in the junk era. And over the course of my collecting throughout my life, I've acquired and bought collections that are a direct reflection of what happened in the early 1990s. I'm seeing wax box prices, $50 for a 1991 Topps. And, and I'm talking 10 years ago, things have changed, and some of the sealed wax has gone back up in value on the secondary market. But I was taking those to card shows. I acquired a truckload. This was about 12, 13 years ago. I acquired a truckload collection of sealed wax and sealed sets. And, the guy who was buying this fell into that FOMO in 1991 and went out and just loaded with every product that came out. And I'm starting to see very similar things to what happened in the early 90s to what's happening today, where people are thinking every product that Topps throws your way is going to turn to gold. Well, look at what Project 2020 did. Look what Ben Baller Chrome did. And we need to slow down and really assess, because there will be diamonds in the rough, and there's going to be a lot of rough, and there's going to be more rough to come. Right now we're in a good spot, but don't hold the grenade. There's money to be made if that's what you're looking to do in trading cards. But don't hold the grenade. Don't go out and buy a $300 Chrome Sapphire box and think you're going to get rich because last year's box went up 10x. Well, last year's box was $50, and last year's product had some good rookies in it. We don't know what 2020 holds. Maybe 2020 has better rookies than 2019, but will we see a 10x return in a year? That's $3,000. I don't know. Are you going to get $3,000 for a 32 card box of Topps Chrome Sapphire? Nah, I don't think so. There may be a 3x, 3.5x. I don't think you're gonna see box prices any more than that. I think 500-600 on this product, because look what's in it. It's 32 cards, one guaranteed rookie autograph. Maybe you hit one of the big ones, but who knows which big one that will be. I think there could be value long term. If you did buy a box of Chrome Sapphire, if I bought one, here's what I would do. I don't want to speak to what you do, because some people love the product and are going to collect it. More power to you. And I do want to let you know that my opinions are largely based, when it comes to the general hobby, my opinions on products are largely based on the flip. Not only the flip, and there's some gray areas. And so Allen and Ginter, I'll throw $15.50 down on a case of Allen and Ginter, because I like the product, even though I'm going to sell it. I know I'm going to sell it for a loss, but opening those 12 boxes provides entertainment for me. And opening that $300 box of Chrome Sapphire may be entertainment to you. For me, it's strictly a flip. So what I see it as is I want to make X amount immediately because I don't want to hold the bag. I don't want to hold the grenade and take a loss, whatever it may be. I can use that $300 elsewhere. I can buy Cubs cards with it. I can use that towards if I want to buy a case of Heritage Miners, I can use it towards that. Ben Baller, I thought the same thing. Can I make an immediate flip? Here's what I want to make. I made it. It should have been delivered yesterday or today once it got in. Hopefully everything goes well. The guy doesn't open a case and we're good to go. That was a quick flip to me. Topps Chrome Sapphire was going to be a quick flip, but there's just not enough meat on the bone to make a quick flip because if it's selling for about $400, one sold for $399 yesterday, selling at $400, your net profit, if you sell on eBay, and that's my main platform, I'm not dissing Facebook groups, Twitter, whatever, forum, Discord. I don't even know what Discord is, but Instagram. If you're selling there, you're avoiding some of the fees that eBay has. Maybe there's an extra, $20, $30 of profit, but at eBay prices, and that's what I'm using my comps, $400 box. You're paying about $55 in fees. It's going to cost about $8 to $10 to ship. So your net profit's around $25 on that 400. You're not profiting $100. Because you're not paying $300. You're paying about $320 after tax and shipping. So, your gross profit is $80, and then minus the fees, and you're looking at about $20, $25 in net profit on a $400 flip. And I talked about yesterday. Sure, $25 for hitting a few buttons, but there's also risk involved. Do you want to take that risk for $20, $25? I don't personally. Not saying that it's a bad idea to do, but I guess what I'm saying is just be careful. I don't want to tell you how to enjoy the hobby. Do it how you like, and take my opinions for what they're worth. So my agenda, if you will, if I have an agenda, my agenda is just to be cognizant of the market and remember that this market's not going to last. And what I've done, and I think what this pandemic has done for me personally within the hobby is it has allowed me to fly up in the air and look at the hobby from a macro viewpoint and see everything, because I fell into FOMO a lot pre-pandemic. I was buying up every new product. I was trying to flip it, and I was falling into FOMO more before this pandemic hit. And now we've got a lot of new people trying to get in on it and flip stuff that's not flippable. So just, I think this pandemic era has led me to see things a little clearer. And who knows, I might be wrong. I was wrong on the Ben Baller boxes. I was worried the bubble would burst, and they didn't stick to the initial prices. And that's the thing. Your first day prices are always going to be higher. Those Montgomery Club prices started out $900 to $1,000 in sales on eBay for the Baller boxes. That's why I had the concerns with Chrome Sapphire, because those first day sales were around 500, like 5 to 550. And then I started seeing listings for 475. So now if you want to make a quick flip, you're going to have to undercut that 475. And then that 470 is going to have to be undercut by the next guy because more people are coming in with their confirmed orders. And then there's going to be more come on once they're in hand, and they have been shipping quickly. I do have to give Topps credit for that. So that's a long ramble on Chrome Sapphire, but I just wanted to expand my thoughts on what I talked about yesterday, and based on some Twitter debates in yesterday's conversations. And I just want to make it clear that when I do have a strong opinion on a product, that it's coming from basically a flip mentality. I look at things as a seller, not a buyer on these products. So that's kind of where my thoughts are coming from. That is all I have for today. I am going to meet up with a fellow tweeter this afternoon. We're going to meet up at the local card shop here in town. Going to do a small trade, like 150, 200 cards. So excited to get out and do a trade, and maybe stop in the card shop, see what they have. I'm not really in need of anything, and this shop doesn't really have much that I'm looking for other than supplies, and I'm good there. So will be fun to get out. And tomorrow I'll show off what I get in my trade, and if I do pick anything up at the card shop later this afternoon, I may run to since I'll be out and about tonight after work. I'll probably swing by Target or two. Actually, I'll be driving past two Targets, so may check those out to see if anything tickles my fancy as far as retail releases. So that is it for today. Have yourselves a fantastic Friday.